Hey YouTube, it's Spider Von Trapp, and today I'm going to talk to you about our Second Amendment right to bear arms. First off, I'm going to start by saying that the tragedy in Newtown was just a terrible tragedy, and that my heart really goes out to the parents who lost children, and the caregivers that died. The children that didn't die are affected. The rest of their lives they'll remember that. And my heart really does go out to the victims and their parents. Um, that being said, there's another tragedy unfolding in our nation, and that's our Second Amendment right to bear arms being taken away from us. If you look at the Bill of Rights, it grants us the right to free speech, it grants us the right to assemble, it grants us the right to remain silent, and of course it grants us the right to bear arms. But if you look at the Second Amendment, the very last thing it says is this right shall not be infringed upon. Now that specifically indicates that the right to bear arms shall not be infringed upon. Any lawyer worth his salt can construe the English language whatever way he wants, but what it comes down to is that's pretty straightforward English, uh, regardless of how long ago it was. Our founding fathers incorporated checks and balances system into our government as a whole. If you look at the judicial, legislative, and executive branches of our government, you can see that's the reason we split them off into branches. And you see the president vetoing bills that happen to make it through the House and the Senate, and you see like the bills not passing the Senate or not passing the House. This is a system of checks and balances. Also, this is a running theme with our government. This is something that helps protect the people from tyranny, so that not one entity will have complete control over everything in the lawmaking process. Now, unfortunately, we seem to have forgotten that. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed upon, and that is because in colonial America, we fought against tyranny. You have to put yourself in the mindset of the people who made the Constitution and made the Bill of Rights, and they fought against a tyrannical government that was overseas forcing its will upon the people. Now you had some people that came here to America and then some people that were born here. Now when you're born somewhere and somebody you've never met before tells you that you have to pay money to live where you're living, where you were born, that's unfair. And then the fact that like that our people were poor, and then all of our riches and resources were being sent off overseas to England. That to me is just, it's got to be a horrible thing. And because it was so bad and it lasted for so long, that like we stood up and we said no. If you look at our founding fathers, most of them, they weren't fighters. They were politicians. They were gentlemen, if you will. The people that fought the Revolutionary War were the American people. They were the colonists, the Minutemen. We are the ones who fought the war. Um, and in recognition of that, our founding fathers incorporated this checks and balances system so that never again would the American people be oppressed by a tyrannical government. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I mean, I've actually probably went over this a couple of times. I tend to repeat myself when I go on a rant. Thanks for listening. Spider Von Trapp out.